Alright guys, welcome back to Firm Foundation Homesteading. So this video is going to be about 5 misunderstandings about chickens, okay? Things that if you didn't own chickens, you wouldn't know. You wouldn't question. Things that are kind of assumed about chickens, but aren't exactly true. So the first thing about chickens, that when you're little and you learn about farm animals and stuff, they always have like the white chicken with the big red comb. But chickens come in so many different colors. They come in orange, gold, white, black and white, yellow. They can have, let's show Mr. Rocky over here. Green tail feathers. They can be mixed colors. They look so different, but from bird to bird, different breeds look very different. Okay, so they're not all just plain white with a red comb. There are a few breeds that are white with a red comb. I do have white leghorns. Let's see if we can find some. Excuse me. They're also the shyest. My white leghorns are the shyest. There's one in there. Okay. Anyway, so going along with chickens can be all different colors. They can also lay all different color eggs. So they don't just lay white or brown. Excuse me, ma'am. Can I bother you real quick? Look at all these eggs. Okay. There's a white one. There's green. There's blue. Over there under her is an olive color. So yeah, you can have your eggs back. Well, I'm not gonna bother you anymore. But you can have all different color eggs, even ones that are pink looking, ones that are like really dark brown. You can have ones that almost look purplish. Eggs come in all different colors, shapes. Well, not shapes. All different colors and sizes. So not just the white ones you get at the grocery store. Third thing is, if you didn't have chickens, you wouldn't know this. Chickens are not vegetarians, okay? They do enjoy bugs and frogs and snakes, and all different kinds of food. Yes, they do like veggies and grass and lettuce and stuff like that, and watermelon, but they do also like meat. Which brings me to number 4. Chickens are actually cannibals, okay? If one of them is injured, the other ones can and sometimes will eat their friends. Now, that sounds terrible and horrible. We try to avoid that at all cost, but one time I was out of town and one of my chickens had passed away and all of their friends ate her. All that was left was feathers and bones. It was not fun. So they can be carnivorous and eat meat. And last thing, which I've always known, but I did not realize how many people didn't know this, but a rooster is a kind of chicken, okay? A rooster is a boy chicken, not a different kind of bird. I've had multiple people come out, see my chickens, and when I tell them I have roosters, they are surprised because they didn't know a rooster was a type of chicken. So I just found that interesting that I would just throw in as misunderstanding number 5. So a rooster is the male right here. That's Mushu. They tend to have longer tail feathers. You might be able to see on Vitruvius here, but his neck feathers are long and skinny little feathers along his neck and on his saddle area, so like his back right here. He also has an extra toe-like structure called a spur down by his foot. So that little thing right there That's used for defending his flock. And they can get very sharp. So if your rooster is more on the aggressive side, I have a few roosters that are not very nice, and I've had to trim them so they're not very sharp. But if my rooster's nice, I kind of leave them alone unless the spurs are bothering the chickens themselves. So that's 5 misunderstandings of chickens, and we're gonna end looking at Miss Hey Hey here. Hey Hey, smile for the camera. She's like, excuse me, you did not feed me. All right, I hope you learned something, and let me know if you have any questions.